Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, sponsored by Premier Lending. I'm Devin Dubuque.
Coach Rick Koenig.
Lovable Coach Rick, back at it again. And we are here to entertain today, guys. I think we got a good topic today, Coach. We were chatting in the dream room. Let's call it the dream room.
Room, yeah.
You good with the dream room?
Yeah.
So we were in the dream room, and we had a really good interaction this morning with our good friend Scott Hudsmith over at Redder. And the subject was social media engagement, right? So are you using it? Are you doing it? Are you good at it? Do you suck? Are you afraid to do video? We're going to tackle a few of those topics today and talk about how you can get past that.
I think I can answer some of those questions. I always, I use the old man excuse whenever I can't do anything when it comes to technology. I have been on social media pretty much since like 2009. But, I can tell you I'm probably just like every loan officer out there. I am not utilizing the tools that I have in my hands enough to be successful. So why don't you go through some of the stuff that we talked about today, and I can jump in on the kind of stuff that I've been doing and
I love it.
Where I need to improve as a coach.
Yeah, let me drive a little bit today, Coach. I'm going to drive for us. So, a couple of things. One of the big ones we talked about today was just birthday engagement. And, that one was pretty slick. And I went in and I did it right after we got off the show because it's something I'm guilty of. I don't use all the tech that we have in front of us. But if we're doing it right, the people we want to engage with, and this can be friends, family, or real estate agents, right? Whatever business partners that we want to do life with, we can use social media as an opportunity to get in front of them. So, we already know using the phone is a great way to connect, but we also know people are going to connect the way that they want to connect. And guess what? There's a whole lot of connections going on in social media. And that doesn't mean that you're just going to broadcast a bunch of commercials about how great your rates are, or, what programs that you put out there. That stuff's important. But really what you want to do is people want to consume not a billboard on social. They want to be social.
They
right?
want to be social.
They want to be social. Yeah. So, funny how it is, if you are reaching out to an agent that you want to connect with, you've picked them out and you're like, man, I really like the way they do things. I like their style. Now what you could do is go in and friend them on social, right? For me, I like Facebook. I think it's a good one. Instagram's great as well. A lot of people like to engage on TikTok, but I found Facebook for me to book, and some people are saying LinkedIn is the new way, and I've seen a lot of great interactions there as well. But one of the things that I've been doing lately, and again, thanks to our friends over at Redder pushing us in that right direction, is when I'm looking at somebody that I want to engage with, one of the first things that I do is I go in and I friend request them. Now, I don't go straight for a DM. I think that could be a little awkward. It's like, hey, why? Who are you? I don't know you. You could, right? That's certainly a way.
It's good that you don't. In fact, we got a good friend, Coach Dave Brown, buddy of mine down in Texas. Coach Dave says, don't be a pitch pirate.
Yeah.
The first time they touch you, like you, or do something, don't turn it into a sales pitch immediately. So what you're saying is don't be a pitch pirate and go for the throat.
Yeah.
What do?
What you can do is, hey, you're going to reach out. Hey, I'd love to meet with you. I've seen what you've been doing. I've been following you on social. I'd love to connect and have a coffee appointment. They don't pick up the phone, right? So go to social and like a few of the things that they're doing. Make some real comments, and make sure that you're commenting on things that, are relevant with good communication. One thing that we've been told recently is be the longest conversation on the thread, right? The longest comment on the thread. So if everybody's answering with a one letter, one word, maybe a thumbs up or a heart, you go in there with a really deep thought out comment about what it is that you're commenting on, right? So that's step one, right, Coach?
You probably know that the algorithms pick up and really know they really click and get things going between the two of you when it's at least 5 words minimum. So, you're right. You can be the longest, but at least 5 words.
Yeah. So that's the comment, right? And, it may seem a little out of left field, like, well, what am I commenting about? Well, I don't know. They listed a property. They sold something. They made somebody a homeowner. Hey, I've been watching what you've been doing on, your page. And I got to tell you, you are amazing, right? The things that you're doing, the people you're helping, wish there were more great people out there like you. Boom, right? Quick comment, but another thing that we talked about today was birthdays. And I think this is a home run, right? Because, People do a lot of the posting on your page for your birthday, and we know they're canned. It's already pre-written. Facebook's already got it jotted out. You just hit the send button and you're wishing somebody a happy birthday. And, those go well. People might like it, but at the end of the day, how about a video, right? Like, how about a video? And then let's take that a step further. How about a video to the DM? Okay. And this is something that's really important because this really gets the algorithms going. When you're direct messaging somebody and there's a response back to that message, Facebook looks at that and goes, oh, they might know each other. And now what's going to happen is you're going to start having more of their things pop up in your feed, and you're going to have more of your things pop up in your feed. So if you're present on social and you're out there, and let's be honest with what presence means, right? You want to be out there showing who you are as a person. If you're a family person, what you're doing with your family on the weekends, right? And then if you help a client get into a home, share that, right? If you've got a unique story that, you took somebody who thought they couldn't be a homeowner and you helped them become a homeowner, share the story. You don't have to give names. Just, hey, I had a client, I felt compelled to share this story. If you didn't think you could do this, you might be able to. Let me tell you how I did it, right? Or share some tips about, what's going on in the marketplace, right? Now, you want to feed that in with the personal stuff so that it's not just billboard, but one of the first things most people do is look you up, okay? So we go back and we talk about how do you do the birthday thing? Well, first off, I tried this because if you try to record a birthday video in Facebook on the web, it doesn't let you record the video. However, if you do it from your cell phone, it'll let you record a video. So it's really simple. And, if you want a strategy on how to do it, you can hop on a call with Coach Rye and we'll be happy to walk you through it. But I'm going to give you a quick step-by-step without having to actually demo, right? So effectively, you go into your Facebook page, you hit the search bar, you type in birthdays. When you hit in birthdays, it's going to give you a button that you can push to show everybody that's had a birthday today or anybody within the last couple of weeks that's had a birthday. Don't hesitate to reach out to somebody, even if you're a couple of days behind or a couple of weeks behind, because it lets them know that you're thinking about them. And a good mentor of mine used to say, I like to hit them when nobody else is hitting them, to let them know that I'm really thinking about them, right? So sometimes maybe being a little late isn't a bad thing because you're the only person that's reaching out at that point in time, and you're letting them know that you're thinking about them, okay? So now you go to that page where it shows the birthdays, and on screen, you'll see the option just to post a little generic message, but you'll also see a little messenger button. Should be in blue. You click on that messenger button. That's going to take you to the next page, and that is a direct message to the individual. Now you're going to find a little camera button, and when you click on that camera button, it's going to pull up. If you just push the button, it's going to take a picture of you. That's a little awkward, okay? But if you hold the button down and make sure you switch the camera to facing you first, it'll let you record a quick video. And now you can sing them or wish them birthday wishes and be direct. Hey, I just wanted to reach out and tell you, I hope you had a special day. Just so you know, I'm thinking about you and you are an amazing person, right? And that's it. Just do a quick video and hit the send button. Don't be scared. Maybe they don't reach back out. It doesn't matter, right? The fact of the matter is somebody will love that and they'll connect with you as a result. But now because you sent the video, if they respond at all, Facebook says, oh, these two people know each other. They drop you into the algorithm. And the next thing you know, they're seeing the stuff that you're posting. You're seeing the stuff that they're posting. And now when you pick up that phone next time, is it a cold call, Coach?
No. In fact, I started doing this a few years back. My wife and I went out to dinner, run into an old buddy at the restaurant. We're standing at the bar, and he tells me it's his birthday. And I'm like, oh, man, happy birthday. I'm giving him a hug, and he goes, man, that's the first hug I've had today for my birthday outside my wife. He goes, even my own brothers and sisters didn't call me. They messaged me on Facebook. And I go, oh, that's nice. He goes, no, it was that canned response. All they sent was, happy birthday, Ken. And he goes, you know what I do for my friends and family and stuff? And I said, what's that? He says, I pick up the phone, I look at it, and I say, happy birthday to you. And he sings happy birthday to him. Yeah. And I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever heard. So I started doing it with my nieces and nephews and even my brothers and sisters and sister-in-laws and stuff. And the response that I got was just freaking hilarious. Now, the boys, they just probably delete it as soon as they get it. The girls do not answer the phone after they realized what I was doing. They let it record and then they play it for their friends. And literally, I've showed up at 2 high school graduation parties for my nieces, and the girls go, "Oh, this is happy birthday, Uncle." So,
I
you know,
love it.
if you move that into the rest of our people that we're trying to get a hold of, the responses are
It
great. They
becomes
love
personal.
it. The
Yeah.
fact that you took, yeah, think about how long does it take to either say or sing
Let's do
happy
it. Let's do it.
birthday?
I'm going to show you exactly what I do, Coach. You ready? This is it. This
Go
is my
for it.
happy birthday. Hey, Coach Rick, happy birthday to you, my man. I just wanted you to know that I was thinking about you on your special day, my brother. So today we celebrate YOU and know that you're loved, my man. Know that you're loved. That's what I do.
That is great. I love that. You and your sound machine.
Well,
You,
we had to do it, right? Let's give a demo. Let's show them what it actually sounds like. And
you and our buddy Scott Hudspeth, two of the biggest toy guys
nerd.
in the world, man. You guys know your tech, you know your business, and you know your coaching. So, we can keep this one short and sweet today
Yep.
because it's great to reach out. It's great to touch. You don't realize what one little thing like that could do to somebody's
Amen.
day. I mean, we saw people today on Scotty's MLO call.
Raw. Yeah, Redder Morning
Yeah,
Show.
Better
Redder
Morning
Morning.
Show. Yeah, I'm used to the old name, the MLO Morning Show. But when you hear and see people's faces, they're like, "Oh, I never thought of that."
Yeah.
The response you get is worth more than gold sometimes. I mean,
Agreed.
gold's $3,000 an ounce. You get 2 deals, you've made double gold. So, you know, just take a few minutes. What I recommend is I call it a power hour.
Yep.
Do a power hour either daily or every other day on your social media. Go into those realtors, look to see that they're showing up on your feed, look at their stuff that they're posting, do the 5-word comment. Don't be the pitch pirate like Coach Brown says, and wait for a interaction back or forth. Maybe the second one you send them a DM and said, I do watch your stuff. I hope you're watching mine. Maybe we can do each other a favor and give each other a 5-star review. And hey, I'm going to do that right now. Maybe we need to talk sometime. And now you're not that pitch pirate. You've kind of broken the ice and you've helped each other out. And it's just a cool way to do business.
I agree 100%. We're getting in front of each other's fears. We're helping each other, succeed. One thing you said, and we'll end with this is, we're on the morning show and we've seen the people's faces light up. One of the things that I stepped in and said is, hey guys, if you're listening to this information, make sure you take it out there and put it to use. And don't think about it. Just go out there and do it. So that's what I'm going to suggest to our audience too, Coach, is if you're hearing this and you're like, man, I think I could stumble through what Devin said. Let me give that a shot real quick and see. I promise you're going to be amazed at how many people's birthdays that you have in there. Do this for your friends and family too, by the way. I mean, typically you're going to have 5, 10, maybe 15. If you're really popular, 100 people in there, that show up in the algorithm. But if you take the time to do that quick video and send it out to them, it's going to go a long way. And what I love about this was I said this just this morning, and I've already gotten 3 personal messages from people who went on just to say, Devin, you told me to take action, and I took action this morning. And, here I am leaving a video for you. So thank you for that, right? So, let's pay that forward, right? Let's pay that forward. Let's listen to what we're hearing here on the show today, and let's put it to work, man. Get out there and wish somebody a happy birthday socially. And, and you know what, man, maybe it's reciprocal. Maybe you get some great opportunities maybe just make a really great friend, right? Or maybe just make somebody smile and feel really good on their special day. But, this is all we're going to cover today, Coach. What do you think? Was that a good topic?
It's a good topic. If they take advantage of it and they go out and do this and they get one deal from it eventually, then it's worth every minute that you spend doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, if you do things from the heart, you leave with the heart first, it's going to come back to you in the long run, right? We talk about that all the time. The people in this industry that have great success for years and years and years are doing it for all the right reasons, And if you're building relationships, and that's what we're doing here, build a relationship, right? If you want to get to know somebody, let's get to know them. That's what they want. They want to know that they mean something to you. And, that's how great opportunities begin with great friendships, right? So I think that's going to be it this week, guys. If you heard something on here that you loved, Get out there and take action and do it immediately. And if you want some more insight on how to make that work, or even want to talk about being a part of the Premier family, click below, jump on our schedule, like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is that you need it from us today. Do that. We're going to be here for you. We're going to keep coming back every single week, delivering more information, how you could succeed, not just in your business, succeed in life. So thanks again for jumping into the Coach's Corner. I'm Devin Dubuque.
I'm Coach Rick Koenig.
We will see you on the next one.